are listening to Digital Denizens.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Digital Denizens podcast, where we live to discuss all things in the ever-expansive gaming realm. Today is March 5th, episode 25, and I am your host, Keith Whalen, aka the Gamer Stache. Alongside me, I am joined by Ethan Coy. How you doing today, man?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good. Not too bad at all. So this episode we're doing is going to be, I haven't come up with like a solid name for it yet, but for right now, I'm going to call it Content Creation Corner. And so this is where we were originally doing interviews kind of in the main podcast, but to cut down on time for the main podcast, because sometimes they run to be like over almost 3 hours, and let's try to make smaller content for everybody, so and then after we do that, we're gonna do the regular podcast. So for right now, we're gonna get into the content creation corner. And but before we do, if you guys want to write into the podcast and have us read any funny anecdotes, interesting or emotionally charged video game stories, offer up ridiculous life questions, please let us know. Give us your feedback. Share with us what you're currently playing. We'd be thrilled to share with our listeners. And as I explained, we're trying out this new segment with the interviews to bring on content creators, artists, anybody within the gaming industry, indie devs, you name it. So we can kind of get into their minds and figure out why it is that they do what they do, and why do they keep doing it. So it's a great way for us to connect with everybody and figure out, how can we help some of these guys get into content creation, get into their craft and what they're passionate about doing. So, and speaking of which, you guys can write in right into the show on Facebook at Digital Denizens, or on Instagram at digital_denizens. And of course, if you have any feedback for us, that helps us to improve the show. We'd love to hear from you guys. So, and if you're watching the video version of the podcast, I'll put the links down below so you guys can find that, and link to us. So let's get into the nitty gritty. What do you say, Ethan?
Sounds wonderful.
All right, awesome. So let's see. Let's find my questions. That'd probably be helpful.
Don't need questions.
Yeah, who needs questions? Let's just wing it. All right, so this is our content creation corner with Ethan Coy. First off, where can people find you if they're looking to connect with you?
Mostly right now, just YouTube. It's just simple, Ethan_Coy. Just boom.
Okay, cool. Do you use Instagram or Facebook or anything?
Facebook was a little too struggling, and I'm like, I'm not on there enough. So
I'm not huge on it either. I use mostly like Instagram and stuff.
Oh yeah. Twitter used to take up a lot of my time, but then I switched to Instagram because it's a little better, I think.
Okay. Where can people find you on Instagram?
Ethan Coy.
All right, very cool. I'll put the links down below, and we'll link them into the episode description and all that stuff, so you guys can find him and link up with him if you need to. So what is it that you're looking to do, Ethan, in the gaming industry?
Well, definitely, I was inspired by a few artists or creators to do just like play games online, and watch them grow and myself grow. And it's definitely, I like providing content people can enjoy, but I also look forward to the community that they bring to me. And so it's like we just build a family. I like interacting. So it's mainly just
awesome, man. That's really cool. And that's kind of like what we're doing too. And that I forgot to mention this, but this is like our this is, my podcast is just one part in the scheme of like what me and some of the guys that I'm working with and girl. So we have our main company is New Game Plus, and so we're creating this community that we can help people. We actually started the Discord, so I'll have to send you an invite for the Discord, and we'll try to get more people in as we're like kind of building it up. But this is a place where people can meet up and link up with other people that are like-minded individuals. No judgment here. We're just, we're all trying to do the same thing. It's a good place if you're looking to get started with your channel. It's a good place for you to link up with somebody if you wanted to stream with them. Like some of the guys that I've been playing with or that I've been working with, we've been doing some like joint streams. My one buddy streamed the other night and we were playing Stardew Valley. So it was like three of us. You could see him, but you could just hear us kind of bantering back and forth with him over the stream. So like stuff like that, it's fun. So yeah, we're just trying to help everybody out and give people a home in a sense to find like-minded individuals and link up and do that kind of stuff. So,
Well, I think that's so like having a home, because a lot of people that are getting into this, they have no idea and they're just jumping into the wild. So
right, exactly. I had no interest in streaming, honestly, before meeting up with these guys.
Right.
Most of it was focused on the podcast. I had no direction with where I wanted it to go. And I actually almost gave up on, I've talked about this on numerous podcasts, but I almost gave up on it. I didn't have anybody to podcast with. I started it with my brother, but he was busy with work and this, other like stresses in life and things like that. Things get in the way. So, I took like a 6 months hiatus from it and was like this close to just like throwing it in the trash and just being like, what's the point? Like, what am I doing this for really? Like, it's fun. Yes. But I'm not getting anywhere, nothing like that. So, my close buddy that I've known for years reached out to me and was like, what are you doing with the podcast? Are you still doing it? And I was like, not really. No, I don't have anybody to do it with. And I'm just like, I don't really care anymore, like over it. And he reached out to me and said, like, I'll do it with you. So we started doing it for like a couple months. He had his brother on, which like had a little bit more time than he did. He started running out of time to do it with me. And I started reaching out to people on Instagram, like, look, this is, I just had this idea in my head to start this community thing and reached out to a couple people. My good friend Leslie at Sector 7 Item Shop, she linked me up with like a couple other guys that she's been working with over the years. We all just put it together and started putting it in motion. So yeah, I'm really happy, that I finally have like a purpose with where I want everything to go and being able to help other people like you and stuff. So yeah, it's really exciting. So, and yeah, this is where I come into play with you. So, so you want to do streaming, content creation on YouTube, Twitch, the whole shebang, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Baby steps first. So
baby steps. Oh,
Yeah.
that's what I was getting at. Yeah, like I didn't want to do. Yeah, it led from me starting to just get back into it, and now I'm like, hell yeah, I want to do streaming. Hell yeah, I want to do like video podcasting. Hell, like just everything. Like yeah, I've been doing it baby steps, but just building it up, and it's just like wow, I never thought I'd be saying that I want to do all this stuff. Having more interest being involved with like-minded individuals. It can be inspiring,
Yeah.
So how did you originally fall into content creation and stuff before when you were doing it?
So this is back probably when a lot of the well-known channels on YouTube didn't even have 1 million.
Yeah.
I got Minecraft because I was just like, this looks fun, let's play it. And then I randomly hopped on YouTube, and then the first person I saw was iHas Cupquake. And I just watched all of her stuff, and I saw how she was just enjoying it and relied on like her community to like course the direction she went. And I'm like, I kind of want that. So that's just where I picked up just because of her.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
So what made you, if you don't mind me asking, what made you stop originally when you were streaming?
I mean, it's a little personal, but I don't care to share. I was with someone that was kind of manipulative, and I used to record and edit every single day. I'd have a video up, and then it went to like 5 days a week, and then every other day, and then it just dropped to nothing.
Wow.
And it was pretty much just them controlling me, and I didn't realize it. But I'm out of that, and now I'm slowly, because I don't want to jump into just creating every day like I was.
Right.
it's also where I have to build myself back up and build my confidence and all of that back. So it's going to be a slow start, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, definitely. And that's kind of where I'm at too. Like I'm not looking to stream every day. And one of my other buddy who just recently started streaming, and we were talking to his buddy who's been streaming for a little longer than us, and he's like, just start with like 1 or 2 days a week. Have a set schedule. That way people have some consistency. They know where to find you. They know when you're going to be on. And then you can start being like, oh, here's a bonus day. Let's do a bonus Saturday. And that's nice because there's a lot of people around on the weekends. People aren't working as much.
Right.
So it's a good way for people to access you. So, yeah, it's good to start with like maybe 1 or 2 days and then start throwing in a bonus day, and people are like, oh, this is cool, and and then just kind of build it up from there. I mean, there's no rush. You don't have to jump in the deep end or anything, but that's, I'm sorry about that. And that really sucks that, you had to go through that. That's, nobody should should do that. Have to go through that type of shit.
But I mean, it's a lesson that I learned. And so I'm just get more on top than what I was. So
yeah, builds character, right?
Of all these characters I play, here's another one.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. So do you see this as being like a long-term investment, or like a career sort of, in a sense, or more of like a side gig type thing that you just want to do just for fun, more for fun, but it build up that community?
Well, I mean, when I first did it, I was wanting to make a career out of it. I let that get to my head because I wasn't doing well. So I'm not going to aim. I mean, yes, I'd still love to just do that every day, but that's my goal.
Right.
I just want. Oh, my computer went down. Lighting. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. You're good.
But I mainly just want that community again, because it gave a sense of purpose that I am making people like happy watching. So I think, I don't know, it's for now a side gig. If I make it more, then yeah, I might do more full-time ish. But I have so many different things that I want to provide to the world. I'm also an artist, so I want to mix that mix.
Yeah.
But it's just a lot on my plate, and it's trying to balance them all. So that's where I'm struggling. So.
No, that's totally understandable. What kind of art do you do?
I've been trying all kinds of things. I mean, I have my art easel up over there, and I have some resin stuff, but I think I've been shifting more towards digital art because it's easier for me.
Yeah.
Because with pencil, there's too many erase marks, and then the lines are still there. So I'm like, nah.
So like using like a tablet, essentially, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's really cool. What kind of art do you usually focus on?
Well, I'm not super talented, but they are. Well, I say that, but I just need to grow.
Yeah.
I've done a few Pokemon related ones.
Okay.
Others, it's kind of like, because I did briefly go to school also for video game design. So I have just all these little things where I'm just doing small environments. Like the other day, I finished just like this rusted skeleton key. So it's just random.
Awesome. Yeah, that's really cool. So are you looking to kind of branch out and do some of that stuff as well, like video game design and everything, or?
I would still definitely a passion.
I
didn't finish my degree because, bills and life.
Right. Yeah, of course.
But I realized that you don't really need a degree for that. You just need your talent. So eventually, if I have more free time, I'll learn the programs again. But yeah, no, I'd definitely love to shell out a game or two.
That'd be amazing. Yeah, I would love to see that. Well, this is cool. I mean, I'm getting to know a lot of things about you, and there's a lot more under the surface than just streaming and YouTube. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I think that's really cool to have a lot of different talents, and that's, as I mentioned, the whole community thing that we're building. It's not just for streaming and content creation. It's also for like my friend Leslie over at Sector 7 Item Shop. She does gaming art. That's her specialty. You know, so like in the Discord, we have a section for game art. We have my friend Matt, he does video game woodworking. He uses a CNC machine and creates like gaming signs. He makes controller stands with like LEDs and stuff behind them.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like we're hitting like every aspect, you know,
That's
on the totem pole. So yeah. I had another question I was thinking of when we were in the midst of talking, and I totally lost it. It'll probably come back to me. What motivates you to kind of get into some of this stuff, like streaming or whatever?
Again, it's just mainly the community.
Yeah.
In the past, it's built where I had like a little family. I can count on the people that I would always show up and interact. It's just that interaction that really just drives me, because that's just what I enjoy most out of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's awesome. I think, yeah, it's so much fun when you can just like, you know, when we were doing it the other night, like I didn't realize how much fun it actually was. Like, because I watch streams here and there and I'm like, it's cool, you know, whatever. But doing it, and then you're like conversing with the group, you know, that the people that join in, and it's like, yeah, it is like a little family, because you're not just talking about the game, you know, like you're talking about other stuff, and you know, getting to know these people, and you know, you can find some really, really interesting people out there, you know, that build onto the stream itself, like to make the game more fun or make the conversation more fun. There's so many different aspects, I think, that are really cool about that.
Yeah.
And what kind of streaming content creation are you looking to get into? Like is it PC console first off?
Well, definitely PC, because I'm more comfortable setting it all up. I've tried putting up the Xbox to it, but at the time I only had a Mac, so it was difficult. I haven't tried here yet, but there's a couple games that my childhood that I'm waiting for to be released, and then I'm definitely going to try to like at least stream or something.
Like maybe do like are you looking to do like let's plays or anything like that?
Mostly let's plays.
Okay.
Except for like, because the new Harry Potter, obviously that's an open world thing, and that's
looks cool.
Just me doing my own thing, like not following a rule, so it's just chill play pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually just got my capture card the other day.
Nice.
Finally. Yeah, because I was like, because I mostly play on PC, but lately I've been playing on the Switch, and I'm like, well, I don't have any way to stream the Switch, so using the capture card, you can kind of do it can handle a lot of that for you.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I still just gotta set up my Twitch account, get all the software in place to get it running. And so what are any other games that you're excited or looking to stream when you get into it?
The new Halo.
Oh, Halo Infinite.
Yeah. I joined that when it was Halo 1. Had a little neighborhood kid show me.
Yeah.
Kicked my butt at first, but like I don't know, I've been playing ever since, got all the games, just it's just more nostalgia.
Yeah.
I'm horrible at the multiplayer, but
me too. I'm terrible at most competitive multiplayer, but the game itself is like, I remember that original first game when that came out, and I was just like, what is this?
Yeah.
What the fuck is this? Because this is amazing. You know, it's just, yeah. Well, that's really cool. Any other games that you can think of off the top of your head?
Not really. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I used to know every upcoming game back a few years ago, but I've lost touch with a lot, so I have no idea what's coming out like next month, if there is something.
Well, I mean for like streaming and all that.
Oh, streaming.
Yeah.
I don't really know. Just, I think I want to have more like community days where I'm goofing off in a game and I'm mainly interacting with them.
Yeah. I think you mentioned before we kind of got into it, you were mentioning like Minecraft and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're looking to possibly get back into that or something?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, because that's where my home is. for my
Yeah.
channel. So
Yeah,
got-
no, it's cool because it's just like this open world. You can kind of do whatever you want, whether you're playing with other people or by yourself. You know, it's pretty cool. Have you tried the Minecraft like with RTX or anything?
no, I really need to.
I've been wanting to as well. It looks cool. It looks really
Yeah.
cool. It's just like a totally different way to look at it.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Let's see. Um, and I think we already kind of went over this, but are you looking to do like turn your streams into like YouTube videos and kind of hit both platforms, or kind of focus more on like Twitch and stuff or live streaming?
It really depends.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because I don't want the same content on both. Like, if one audience prefers one area, I want to give them something special, so they're not. That way, they kind of have to be like, oh, well, if I want to see that, I have to join the other one, type of thing. Because I want to be beneficial to both.
Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, because you see a lot of people who do Twitch and then they'll take the videos and just put them on YouTube as like just another platform for people to see them if they're not like looking to watch them live or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, that's interesting. That's an interesting take. What do you? I don't know if you've been following some of the stuff with like the DMCA takedowns and all that kind of stuff within the streaming industry and all that kind of stuff. What are your thoughts on some of that?
I haven't actually been up to date on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. I guess last question. If you were to change anything about the industry of content creation or streaming, or the way that it's done, anything like that, what would you do? What would you do to change it?
Probably the money aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Just because all these companies are just like, oh, I'm going to exploit all of these. They're going to be paid less so I can make more.
Right.
I wish it would be more beneficial for the creators so they have something to look forward to help create more content and all that. It's just all these big companies. Too greedy.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. All right, cool. Well, I think that's all the questions I have for our content creation corner. So, thank you, Ethan, for coming on and doing this interview with me. It was a pleasure. Again, where can people find you on social media and whatnot?
Well, I probably will interact more on Instagram, which is my handle is EthanCoy, or Twitter, which I'm still in the background, and that's just plain old EthanCoy. Simple stuff. So if you want reactions or interactions, definitely start there. Okay,
cool. And then you said you also have the YouTube channel, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your YouTube channel?
Channel is just Ethan_Coy.
All right, cool. Well, we'll get you linked up with our Discord so we can get you maybe talking with some people. We can get some people into your streams when you do start. Absolutely. And kind of get you going. So, all right, cool. Well, thank you guys again for this opportunity. Thank you guys for watching. We hope you guys enjoyed what you guys saw, and we appreciate you guys tuning in for another episode of Digital Denizens. You have no idea how much it truly means to us that you watch us, that you like and subscribe. And as I always say, keep your ear to the ground for more to come, guys. Thank you.
You are listening to Digital Denizens.